Hello everyone. Thanks for watching Edupedia World videos. I am Neeti Saxena and in this particular video I would be covering the topic corporate social responsibility. As the word itself suggests, social responsibility, so we would be covering the topics like to whom organizations are socially responsible, what organizations are socially responsible, how organizations can choose to respond to societal demands, and whether social responsibility hurts or helps an organization's economic performance. First of all, let's understand to whom are organizations socially responsible. There are two people to whom the organizations are socially responsible, or we can say there are two parties basically. Shareholder model, if we consider, then the only social responsibility that businesses have is to maximize profits because they are responsible only to generate more profits for the shareholders. When we talk about the stakeholder model, then the management's most important responsibility is not just maximizing profits but the firm's long-term survival too. So when we talk about the firm's long-term survival, there are many more people who come into the picture, like the employees, even the society. So all those people, all those parties which are directly or indirectly associated with the organization are categorized under the stakeholder. So when a company is following the stakeholder model, then the company becomes socially responsible for all those people who are directly or indirectly associated with the organization. When the company is following the shareholder model, then the company is only responsible for the shareholders, that is the people who have put in money in the organization. When we talk about the stakeholder model of corporate social responsibility, then there are two types of stakeholders, the primary stakeholders and the secondary stakeholders. Primary stakeholders, we have government, local communities, suppliers, shareholders, employees and customers. So these are the people who are very much directly related to the organization. When we talk about the secondary stakeholders, then comes the trade associations, special interest groups, and the media, who are not directly related to the organization, but of course are indirectly related. So when a company is following the stakeholder model of corporate social responsibility, then the company becomes responsible to be ethically and legally and economically responsible to all the parties which have been mentioned in this diagram. For what are organizations socially responsible? Economic, legal, ethical, and discretionary responsibility. Economic responsibility is related to making profit by producing a product or service valued by the society. So, any product or service that you are producing for the society and then generating a profit is the economic responsibility. Legal responsibility is a company's social responsibility to obey society's laws and regulations as it tries to meet its economic responsibility. So, a company has to keep in mind all the societal laws and regulations while they are in the business. Ethical responsibility is a company's social responsibility not to violate accepted principles of right and wrong when conducting its business. So when a company is taking any decision, that the company has to keep in mind the do's and don'ts of the society, all the ethics of the society, because any such unethical decision can definitely revert back in a very negative manner towards the organization, and it can then be converted into a legal matter too. So a company needs to be very sure that the company is following all the ethics of the society. For example, when we talk about, let's say, a particular marketing ad, so that marketing ad has to be kept in mind that it should obey all the laws of the society. For example, when we talk about the Middle East community, or we talk about Dubai, so the ads that would be made for these countries would be comparatively very conservative because the society is like that. Similarly, if an ad is made for the American culture, then the ad can be more liberated and many more things can be added into the advertisement. So whenever such decisions or any such thing is being done by the organization, they definitely need to keep the ethics in place. Discretionary responsibility refers to the social roles that business play in society beyond their economic, legal, and ethical responsibility. So, any such thing which the company is doing for the benefit of the society comes under the discretionary responsibility. For example, if you're doing any CSR activity, like recently when in Nepal there was an earthquake, Samsung came up and they did a lot of rehabilitation activities in Nepal. So that comes under the discretionary responsibility. That is apart from economic, legal, and ethical. Any such thing which is done by the organization for the benefit of the society comes under the discretionary responsibility. Now, companies do follow a pattern of social responsiveness strategies. For example, if a company has done something wrong, so how do they respond to this particular thing is comes under the social responsiveness. So we can say that social responsiveness refers to a company's strategy to respond on stakeholders' economic, legal, ethical, or discretionary expectations concerning the social responsibility. So, when we talk about the social responsiveness, then there are four types the way an organization reactive, defensive, accommodative, and proactive. A company using a reactive strategy will do less than society expects. It may deny responsibility for a problem or fight any suggestions that the company should solve a problem. So, the company keeps more in mind the profitability of the organization and not the society expectations. So, a reactive strategy is not considered to be very good in terms of CSR. When we talk about the defensive strategy, it is contrast to the reactive strategy. In defensive strategy, a company would admit responsibility for a problem, but would do the least required to meet social expectations. So at least it is a little better than the reactive society. That is, reactive response. That at least the company will obey or the company will take the responsibility for a problem, but then again they will not put a lot of efforts for the society. A company using an accommodative strategy will accept responsibility for a problem and take a progressive approach by doing all that could be expected to solve the problem. So, any such thing, if an organization has done, maybe let's say if a product has been produced and has been supplied in the market, and later on it has been realized that it had certain problems, so the company might take back all the production and then reproduce it. So, accommodative companies, they are more ethical towards the society. In the proactive strategy, a company will anticipate responsibility for a problem before it occurs. So they would always look into it that the company doesn't land up into any such problem. So these are the different ways a company responds to the social responsiveness. A company should not be reactive. Defensive is better than reactive, but a company should definitely be accommodative or proactive. Proactive companies would never land up into any such problems wherein they would be negatively associated to any ethics, or they would not come into legal matters also, because they make sure that the company does not enter into such situation. Accommodative companies are, they land up at times into certain situations wherein the company is being blamed, but then again they do everything positively to come out of the situation. So I hope that this particular topic, corporate social responsibility, was clear to all of you. Thank you so much for watching Edupedia World videos. Thank you.